Welcome. INFOhio is excited to be sharing information with you in this breakout session. My name is Sarah Mowery, and I'm a professional instructional specialist with INFOhio. Join me and fill your curriculum toolbox with INFOhio digital resources. INFOhio is Ohio's pre-K through 12 digital library. We license high-quality digital content for use by all Ohio students, teachers, and families. Throughout this presentation, you will hear about many tools, resources, and programs that INFOhio offers. All of the links to access these are available within the notes of the slideshow, which is a supporting document for this presentation. INFOhio's mission is that each Ohio pre-K through 12 student has equal access to high-quality digital resources for a successful education and future. INFOhio's vision is all about equity. It is important that every student, educator, and parent in the state of Ohio has equitable access to high-quality instructional materials. So what does INFOhio do? We have 4 major services, all focusing on transforming teaching and impacting learning. We license a collection of instructional content selected to support Ohio's learning standards at no cost to Ohio's schools. We develop free web-based instructional tools to help students learn and grow. We provide cost-effective professional development and support to Ohio's pre-K through 12 educators to help them integrate technology and adopt strategies that positively impact student learning. We also support an integrated library automation system for more than 2,200 Ohio schools that serve more than 1.1 million students statewide. More than 20 years ago, INFOhio got their start by supporting library automation software used in schools. And today, we offer more services and support than ever before. One question we get a lot is about the username and password. So let's watch this short video together to learn how to get seamless access to the premium content INFOhio licenses for Ohio students.
Welcome. Need some help logging in? Let's start at the INFOhio homepage. To keep our digital content for Ohio residents only, we use layers of authentication that will log most users in automatically. If you have a green icon and you see your school district name or INFOhio's statewide user in the upper left corner, you are logged in. If you see that you are not logged in, or you would like to switch how you are logged in, hover over the red login box and click. If you do not know the username and password, select Find Password. Select your school by typing its name, county, or your zip code in the blank. From the list, locate your school and click. The correct username and password will populate, and then click Login. You will be directed back to the INFOhio homepage, where a green box will display your school name to indicate you are logged in. If you have problems logging in, contact us at support.infohio.org.
I encourage you to follow along with me and check to make sure you are logged in. Go to INFOhio's website at www.infohio.org. Let's start by taking a look at some of the digital content available with INFOhio. Remember that all of the digital resources and web tools are provided at no cost to Ohio students, families, and teachers. All of INFOhio's digital content can be found in our Trifold flyer, Digital Resources for a Digital Age, or as we like to call it, Teach and Learn. This flyer breaks down the resources and tools by age and grade band. Take a few moments to look at the slide and the different categories and resources. A link to this flyer is listed in the slideshow notes. Notice the ages 3 to 5 resources is at the top in orange. The grades K to 5 resources and tools is in purple. The grades 6 through 8 resources is in green. And the grades 9 through 12 resources is in red. Now let's connect the flyer we just looked at with how to find those resources from the main homepage of our INFOhio website. Here we see the 4 grade band buttons and parent tools. Just below is an All INFOhio Resources button that will list all of the resources between the 4 grade band buttons in alphabetical order. This is a handy way to browse all of the resources, similar to how we discussed when we looked at the flyer. Let's focus on the ages 3 to 5 button first. We are going to take a tour of a few of the resources and tools from INFOhio. Within the 3 to 5 age group, we are going to be looking at World Book Early Learning and the Early Learning Portal. Make sure to use the I button to get more information about the resource. You can see the arrows are pointing to the I button for each of these resources in the top right corner. The I page or information page is available for every resource on the INFOhio site. The URL for the I pages are the direct link that is used to share these resources with students, teachers, and families for direct access and authentication. We also have a list of the resource links available at www.infohio.org/ER links. And an additional video has been linked in the notes to this presentation, which is called Sharing Links to Licensed Resources. This will be helpful to watch and share. No matter where educators share this link, this is how INFOhio is able to honor the contracts with vendors like Scholastic or Highlights to Ohio residents only. Access to this resource and others relies on visiting the INFOhio website to be recognized as an Ohio user in order to gain access to each of the resources. World Book Early Learning is an early literacy resource that includes over 125 interactive videos that break down complex ideas into digestible bites that can be easily processed. It also includes over 350 photographs that capture the mind and imagination of an early learner. There's over 400 educational activities and games designed to reinforce reading comprehension. And this resource aids very well in preschool classrooms, library story time, and also at-home learning. A new feature was added this fall called Early Learning Basics, and you can see that at the top of the screen. This was added to help support learning of essential skills for pre-K through kindergarten students. letter and number recognition, and early math concepts, such as counting and classification, are included. The link for World Book Early Learning is in the slideshow notes. Early Learning Basics includes 4 sections. Fun with Words, to practice basic literacy skills such as letter recognition, sight words, and tracing. Count and Play, to reinforce early math concepts such as counting and classification with stories and games. Once Upon a Time, to listen to fairy tales, nursery rhymes, and songs. And Welcome to Reading, to read all of the Trek books, which are organized by Lexile level, and they're also in sequential order. The INFOhio Early Learning Portal is for parents and educators of children ages 3 through 5. It includes tips, tricks, and a collection of apps and learning resources for early childhood. To prepare Ohio's early learners for school and the future, INFOhio encourages adults to use the digital resources with children, providing guidance and support. All of our resources within the Early Learning Portal align with the Ohio Early Learning Standards. The INFOhio Early Learning Portal was made possible by a partnership with the Office of former Governor John Kasich, the Ohio Department of Education, and the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services. The Early Learning Portal includes a For Parents section and a For Educators section. In the For Educators section, resources are categorized by the birth through kindergarten entry, learning and development standards. Next, we are going to look at the grades K through 5 button on the INFOhio homepage. You can see it is in purple. And let's go ahead and click on that to explore some of our resources within that grade level band. We are going to focus on BookFlix, Highlights Library, and World Book Kids. Again, make sure to use the I button to get more information about the resource. You can see the arrows are pointing to the I button for each of these resources in the top right corner, just as they were for the ages 3 through 5 resources. Starting with BookFlix. BookFlix is a scholastic ebook early literacy resource that pairs popular fiction and nonfiction titles. It is a program that can be used to help students build background knowledge and vocabulary. On the I page, you will notice that along with training and support options, there are easy ways to share BookFlix, including, on the right side there, a Google Classroom link. Activities and extensions accompany the titles, along with more information on the author-illustrator, which is located in the left column. Each fiction and nonfiction pair has a lesson plan to accompany it. To access a lesson plan for a book pair, you simply click on the Apple/Books icon in the top right corner. The lesson plans include objectives, assessments, and curriculum correlations. You can also find the Lexile reading level, the guided reading level, and other facts about the books here. You are also able to send individual pairs to Google Classroom. Also from the K5 page is Highlights Library. This is INFOhio's newest resource. Here's a quick snapshot of what you can expect to find. More than 2,500 titles, all with read aloud options, and an interface that makes browsing or searching for a favorite topic easy. And if you look at the top, the reward button will take you to all of the hidden picture puzzles where kids can have fun and adults can relive their childhood. Each book's detailed page within Highlights Library includes the Lexile level, description, and a quiz. Some books also include speaking, listening, and thinking activities. This resource could be used for small group reading instruction or independent reading time. The next resource within the K-5 band is World Book Kids. This is an online encyclopedia that includes ebooks, videos, activities, read-alouds, and translation features. Lexile reading levels are also included. This resource can also be found within the Ages 3 through 5 button. Browsing World Book Kids is easy, and it gives options for students to explore different areas, like pictures and videos, world of animals, important people, places, science projects, and more. Students can also scroll through the featured articles by clicking on the left and right arrow buttons on the homepage. Educator Tools can be found in the top right corner. In this area, teachers will find curriculum correlations and lesson plans that align with the World Book Kids content. Every article in World Book Kids has tabs. These tabs share the standards in which it aligns, pictures, videos, and even more information. Each article also includes a read aloud feature. On the right side of the article is a Tools button. This button allows teachers to save the article, directly share each article to Google Classroom or email, print, cite the article, translate the text, and it also has read aloud settings. Another feature is when you double click a word within the text, it will define it. So it has an in-house dictionary. Now we're going to move on to the grades 6 through 8 button on the INFOhio homepage. You can see that it is in yellow. Let's click on that to explore some of our resources within that grade level band. Let me share two tools. These tools are also available within the grades K-5 resources button and the 6-8 resources button. The first tool, called Go, Ask, Act, Achieve, we will begin with, and we will also explore IWonder. Both of these tools promote inquiry and project-based learning. Go, Ask, Act, Achieve is an INFOhio web tool that helps students in grades 4 through 10 learn the inquiry process. By providing digital tools, resources, and strategies, it is student-focused so that students can go here first to get help with narrowing a topic, organizing their notes that are gathered during the inquiry process, and creating a project. Go has lots of web-based tools for students to use to create projects. One example is the graphic organizer found as a Google Doc. This organization tool helps students begin to use resources with purpose to answer specific questions or support an argument. After clicking on the Google Doc icon, students will be forced to make a copy. The student copy looks like this. Students can edit, revise, and add their own notes. Educators could also push out copies through Google Classroom. There is also an expanded teacher's guide in a hyperdoc with links to additional resources to support students through the inquiry process. This can be found on Go, Ask, Act, Achieve's information page, or iPage. The next tool, IWonder, is a web tool from INFOhio, which gives students a great place to start when they need help with homework, they want a fun way to practice skills such as vocabulary or math, or they may just want to explore a topic that interests them. IWonder includes the best of the best sites that are hand-selected by Ohio school librarians. These websites contain reliable information that supports what students are learning in school, presented in an easy-to-use, engaging way. By clicking on Teacher Resources, teachers can find lesson plans and training options for this tool. Students can select a question and narrow down the topic and steps to learn more through the easy-to-follow visual format. Teachers can find resources and instructional supports, including Genius Hour for IWonder, using the Information button. The Genius Hour activity is a guided exploration that allows students to learn more about a topic of interest. It is based on inquiry learning and reinforces the process of finding, evaluating, sharing, and reflecting on information. Next, let's go to the grades 9 through 12 button on the INFOhio homepage. As you can see here, it is the button that's red, and let's click on that to explore some of our resources within that grade level band. 2 digital resources available in the grades 9 through 12 resources button are Points of View Reference Center and World Book Advanced. We are going to begin with Points of View Reference Center. This is suitable for grades 7 through 12 and all core content areas. This resource provides multiple perspectives on current issues and topics by providing students with an overview article, a point article, and a counterpoint article. Educators like that it is easy for students to navigate. The topics are organized by category and has subtopics within that category. Currently trending topics are at the top. Educators also like that each topic has 3 sets of articles. The overview article is a great start for students. Often unfamiliar vocabulary and background information on the topic will be located in this article. Links to point and counterpoint articles are clearly marked. Most of our digital content has a read aloud option as well. This is crucial for differentiation in the classroom. Next, let's look at World Book Advanced. This is an online encyclopedia for high school students that includes ebooks, videos, activities, primary sources, read aloud, and translation features. Lexile reading levels are also included with this resource. Students can scroll through the featured articles and read more about topics of interest. There is also a In the Headlines button, which provides hot topics and current events in the news. Next to that is a Research and Resources button, which provides teachers and students with additional tools, such as an atlas, citation builder, dictionary, timelines, world newspapers, and even more. Although I shared a couple of student web tools already, IWonder and Go Ask Act Achieve, let's dig into a few more tools available from INFOhio. The first one we're going to discuss is Educator Tools, which is powered by INFOhio. This resource includes standards-aligned, teacher-approved lesson plans, best practices, articles, websites, and other instructional materials curated by Novation to support personalized learning, project-based learning, and the inquiry process. Novation is an Ohio-based company with a team of education professionals who use a 127-point rubric to evaluate the instructional materials. Most of the content in Educator Tools is aligned to Ohio's learning standards. You can see in this example that this Khan Academy video supports several mathematics standards. Educator Tools includes a large number of instructional materials. It's hard to read on this slide, but my search results for informational text provided me with 860 learning activities. To limit my search results and get a more narrowed focus, I will want to use the search limiters on the left. Search limiters include grade level, subject, item type, training and promotion, and instructional trends. If we expand the item type search limiter, you can limit your results by learning games, assessments, videos, primary source documents, and more. Another great feature of Educator Tools is that while doing a search for learning activities, you can mark specific lessons or items as favorites, as I did on this slide. All you do is simply click on the heart icon in the bottom left corner of each resource, and it will save to your favorites. Once you have saved your favorites and have finished your searching, click on the heart icon next to the search bar, and this will bring up a list of your favorites. You can send your list to your email so you can come back to it later, or you can share the resources with a colleague. Another tool is ISearch. ISearch lets you search nearly all INFOhio resources from a single search box. ISearch can be integrated into your classroom instruction and used in many ways for your curriculum needs. Use ISearch for starting all types of research for students in grades 3 through 12. Use iSearch for comparing the information from different types of sources. Find materials from your school library. Find articles from encyclopedias, magazines, scholarly journals, and newspapers at a variety of reading levels, along with reports, primary sources, ebooks, and videos. Finding peer-reviewed academic resources also that are not freely available on the internet. When doing a search for a topic, in this example, we search for election, the information for your search results are organized by tabs. The first tab you see in this example is called ebooks and videos. However, if your school library automates with INFOhio's integrated library system, this tab will instead say My Library and will include items in your school library on the search topic. The next tab is Encyclopedias, which includes research starters, a basic sources tab, which includes articles at lower reading levels, and then there's an advanced sources, STEAM, and open access tabs. You are also able to limit your results within iSearch by using the limiters on the left side. You can limit your results by published date, source type, subject, and more. Another tool is OpenSpace. OpenSpace is Ohio's pre-K through 12 creation and collaboration tool. Educators can contribute and find instructional content, as well as collaborate with others. You can find classes on each of these tools in the Building Your Digital Curriculum Learning pathway, which I will be sharing about next. Another major service that INFOhio offers is PD, or professional development and support. Our professional development is known as INFOhio Campus. We provide professional development options that offer flexible, personalized training of digital content and web tools. We've added several new options and content this year. INFOhio offers options to purchase graduate credit and take up to 2 courses moderated by INFOhio and hosted by Ashland University. Are you looking to bring training to your district? Advance with INFOhio has all of the information to help you get started. And our Learn with INFOhio features webinars that were previously recorded, hosted by INFOhio, and available on demand. This past spring and summer, we offered 3 new series for a total of 15 new webinars. Our most recent webinar, Remote edX, Empowering Remote, Hybrid, and Blended Teaching and Learning, is now available as a recording as well. INFOhio Learning Pathways offer collections of classes that are open and available at all times and provide contact hours that count towards renewing your professional license. Each INFOhio Learning Pathway is a collection of online classes on how to use and integrate INFOhio's digital resources and web tools into teaching and learning. Many of the digital resources we provide have a class that goes along with them. Classes are available at no cost. You can access them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with no registration. And they also have the option to earn contact hour certificates that support teachers in maintaining their license. This year, 4 of our classes in the ages 3 to 5 digital content learning pathway are now Ohio approved for Step Up to Quality, and teachers can register through the OCRA, or the Ohio Child Care Resource and Referral Association Registry. A Reading on the Screen class was added to the K-5 digital content learning pathway. 7 classes were added to the 6 through 12 digital content learning pathway, and even more new classes are currently being developed. In the Building Your Digital Curriculum pathway, it guides educators in finding and curating high-quality instructional materials that support your curriculum. For library services, the Blue Cloud Learning Pathway offers 5 classes about the cloud-based library services interface. INFOhio also has Train the Trainer programs. We all know that successful professional development needs built-in coaching. iCoaches are school staff, teachers, librarians, and administrators who complete a 15-hour online class to be certified and badged to present and train their colleagues on INFOhio. iPartners are employees of public and academic libraries, ESCs, ITCs, state support teams, and other educational agencies who complete a 2-hour training to be certified and badged to train and provide outreach on INFOhio. Both options provide contact hours upon completion of training. Visit the sites using the links provided to sign up for the program that is best for you, either the iCoach program or the iPartner program. INFOhio has a rich history with school libraries and librarians, and it is how INFOhio began. 2,200 schools and districts across the state of Ohio use the integrated library system provided through INFOhio, reaching nearly 1.1 million Ohio students. We have many resources dedicated to helping school librarians utilize the integrated library system to its fullest potential. The Parent Tools button on the INFOhio homepage is in green. This button provides a frequently asked questions page and supporting materials for parents and families when using INFOhio resources. For even more information about INFOhio, expand the What is INFOhio question. Within this question is a video explaining how to use INFOhio resources and highlights featured resources. While we are not going to take the time to watch this video during today's session, this might be a good video to come back to later. INFOhio has launched a series called Monday Mini Lessons. Each Monday mini lesson is between 15 to 20 minutes, and it models the best practices for digital reading using an INFOhio resource and shares how to integrate these into your classroom. Follow the link in the slide notes to check out Monday Mini Lessons for the pre-K through 12 classroom using BookFlix, Highlights Library, Galen Context Elementary, ISearch, Points of View Reference Center, and Literary Reference Center. Are you looking for additional presentations from INFOhio? Check out the rest of our presentations during OETC 2021 and access all the recordings, slide decks, and additional supporting materials at our bit.ly, which is bit.ly/INFOhio at OETC 2021. A series of INFOhio Library Services presentations include INFOhio and Blue Cloud, the cutting edge of library services, newest features of INFOhio Library Services, and Scan Your Asset Accountability Worries Goodbye with INFOhio. A series of Teaching with INFOhio digital content presentations include Engage students in grades K through 5 with best practices for digital reading, Everyday engagement using digital text with students in grades 6 through 12, and Build problem solvers and critical thinkers with Inquiry and INFOhio. And a series of remote edX presentations, including Accelerating Remote, Blended, and Hybrid Learning for Schools through Remote edX, and Blended Hybrid Remote Learning. Find it on the Remote edX Exchange. If you don't already, follow us on social media. You can add a picture from your classroom or school library showcasing students using INFOhio digital resources. You can catch up on INFOhio's news items, blogs, and webinars sent straight to your feed. You can also get the latest updates on INFOhio's digital tools and resources. Join the community of INFOhio supporters, and you can follow INFOhio on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. Thank you so much for joining me. We are always here to help at INFOhio. If you need support, please contact us at support.infohio.org. Thank you.